beautiful afternoon to you wherever you're listening from. You are welcome to another Thursday edition of 100% Woman on Real FM 95.1 in Lorry. And of course, you know I'm your anchor, Guest Desire, the girl with the soothing voice here on air, but pierces through your heart. And yeah, it's the month of September, and you know that we're exploring the journey. We are on a journey of identity. For this month's series, we are exploring identity. Last week, we spoke about becoming her. And of course, we shared a lot of tips on becoming her, things to do, how to carry yourself, what it means to actually be that woman. And for today's topic, we are going to be exploring my body, my business. My body, my business. Yes, yes, yes. And of course, you know that topics like this actually they're very broad, very broad. But due to our time constraint, I have sessioned the topic to address four key points, and it include consent, body shaming, hormones, and hygiene. Let me take that again: consent, body shaming, hormones, and hygiene. And you know how we do it on here. Of course, you can share your experience, you can share your advice, or you can ask your questions by calling us on the studio line 0810 0810 or send us your messages on WhatsApp on 0916 737 5588 0916 737 5588. So, like I said before, that we sessioned this particular topic into four subsessions. The topic is my body, my business, and the subsessions are consent, body shaming, hormones, and hygiene. So, let's move on quickly to consent. What does it mean? Consent simply means permission or agreement to something. Of course, it is a clean, enthusiastic yes that you say to something, you agree to something, you are asked if you're interested to do something, if you really want to be involved in something, it is your enthusiastic yes. Of course, no confusion. You see that confidence when they say that yes, that is what consent means. And yes, when it comes to consent, please understand that you have the full right to you, to your body. You know, you don't have to be under pressure. You don't have to be forced. You don't have to be manipulated. When it comes to consent, your no means no. And yeah, silence is not consent. Silence is not consent. Let me say that again so that it clicks. Silence is not consent. Let's even talk about some weird propaganda that have been going on. We hear things like, yeah, you might sound cute when you hear things like, stop it, I like it. This kind of really nice, but in the actual sense of it, this is promoting something negative. It is promoting something harmful. It is promoting the whole idea that when a woman says no, that she actually means yes, blah blah blah. For example, I think that was some months back. I stumbled on someone on internet space. You know how broad, how vital the internet space can be, that anybody information, everybody, anybody at all, the age group, the gender, you can stumble on information. And so imagine that you're passing harmful information on the internet. things like, when a woman, like this man was saying it with so much confidence, and guess what, he has a very large following, saying things like, "Ah, when a woman says no, no mind no more, now yes she mean." Like, bro, what do you mean? When a woman says no, she means that you should press for that, press for that, press for that. I don't understand. As per now, agege bread and a sardine that you're pressing together. Since you're fair, go home. So yes, let it be very clear that when a woman says no, she means no. And silent actually be withdrawn at any time. Let that click. I know that it sounds somehow, you want to be on people's good book, you want to be that good girl, that you're scared of what exactly is going to happen. I said yes. Please don't mistake this for you have to be a person of integrity and you have to stand by what you say. Don't mistake this. We are talking about consent, something that you know that if you say yes to or you say no to, at directly or indirectly, is going to be detrimental everything that you stand for, so to say. Okay, not in cases like this. So if when it comes to consent, okay, you can give your consent and you can withdraw it when you see that this thing is not going to benefit me anymore.
Yeah, but not soundtrack. Soundtrack. Triple it. It's
If you're just joining us, this is 100% Woman Royal FM 95.1 in Lorry, and we are discussing my body, my business, of which we segregate. I don't want to use the word segregated, we splitted. The topic is for four forms, and we have consent, body shaming, hormones, and hygiene. And we've been talking about consent. We said no means no, silence is not consent. And lastly, we spoke about consent can be withdrawn at any point. Let me share this quick story of. Anyways, let me just share it. My should I mention it? My mom's friend, actually. Let's put it that way. My mom's friend uh has a son, and she a fine wife for the son. Let's put it that way. Then she spoke to this lady. Oh, I really like you, and out there, let me, connect you to the man, my son. This is that. Anyways, they got talking, and eventually, of course, they got talking. They started dating, meaning that she gave her consent, right? But at the long run, she now noticed that if I continue this thing, it's going to be detrimental to me. If I continue this thing, it's going to make me lose my identity. Take, for example, at least what we heard was that as per she's a good girl and stuff like that. Of course, that doesn't mean that maybe people would do things like that might be bad, but for someone that's all her life, she's like, I'm not really like a clubbing type. I don't go to the club. I don't go to certain places. Yada yada yada. This guy, told her, "Oh, let's go to club together." And somehow, in our dating word of today, that sounds like very cute because you'd be like, "Oh, it's because he doesn't want to do it with other people, and so that's the reason he said, let my own main girl be." Right? It sounds cute. But when it got to stages where you're asking the girl to use certain things, you have to use some things. When we go, don't wear on this, don't wear pants. Afana. Yes, some people might be very comfortable with that. Maybe that's like their person, or that's like what they do as well. But in a case where you know yourself and know this is not what I'm caught up for, and I don't think I want somebody to change my identity. I don't want somebody to change who I am. I don't want someone to change my perspective on things, what I believe in, my belief system. It is absolutely fine. trying to share here is, at the end of the day, she went to meet the woman and said, no, I don't think I can continue with this. I can't continue with this. Thank you so much for wishing me well by wanting to connect me with your child, but this and this and this are the reasons why I cannot continue, because I cannot change my identity to keep this person. Awesome, nice. I shared this to like let you know that of course you can give your consent to something, and consent can be withdrawn at any point, and it is absolutely fine. You do not have to beat yourself up or tell yourself that you're a bad person. No, you are not. You are actually someone who knows themselves so much, and then they are very keen on their boundaries, and you do not want to change your identity for someone, especially on things that are detrimental to you. So yes, consent can be withdrawn at any point. Let that stick, dear woman. Right about now, let's dive into the next one, which is body shaming. Body shaming, I feel like a lot of us, if not everybody, men, women, most definitely have experienced body shaming. That's one of like the most common forms of abuse. Of course, on that verbal abuse, yeah. So yeah, body shaming is simply, criticizing and mocking someone because of the way they look, either their size, their skin tone, their shape, the feature, their hair, etc., etc. I know that when we say body shaming, a lot of us are always like talking about the size and stuff, but your look as well. When someone makes mockery, when someone makes funny comments on the way you look, on the color of your skin, on the appearance of your skin. Probably you have like some pigmentation, you have some acne, and they don't say it in a nice way, of course. Like, that this person is not saying this thing out of concern for you, or out of seeking or sourcing for solution for you in a very kind way. That's body. Then it cuts so. Let me share a quick I won't call it a story. Let me say nugget, right? The truth is that, what you find weird, it's not necessarily because it's weird. Let's just say it's because it doesn't fit into the picture of what you're used to seeing, or the picture of what has been sold to us by the society. Okay? So when you see someone and maybe the person appears differently and stuff, instead of going ahead to be mean, instead of going ahead to be mean, instead of going ahead to shame or to mock the person, why not focus on your ignorance rather than the person? Focus on your ignorance. Focus on the fact that, okay, why do I not know this particular feature, or why do I not know that there are certain people that look this way, or that speak this way, or that act this way? Focus on your ignorance rather than the person. Let me share. This one is a personal experience, right? Some weeks back on TikTok, I was watching this video and I stumbled on one creator's video, and she was doing get ready with me as an inverted triangle shaped woman. I'm like, hey, Bola to Jasiba. I mean, the because I've not seen something like that before, because I've not seen a body shape. Let me be more clear. Because I've not seen a body shape